my freshman year, kind of like what you were saying, was like the biggest adversity year I've ever faced. Like I debated quitting like two or three times throughout that whole college season and summer season. It was worst baseball year of my life. And DJ comes along and he just brings like this whole like new energy to the team, not just like the infield groups. And granted, he never played infielder like infield as a player. He's a lefty. He's a smaller lefty. Played outfield and pitched, and he's teaching us infield. So at first I was very skeptical, and then the stuff he's teaching us, I'm very skeptical because part of it is so simple that it's never been taught like the way he teaches, and it's really effective. So then, like after like a couple weeks in the fall, after individuals were the biggest thing, you really get to know him, and he just has like an outward personality that it's kind of like infectious. Like he's always having a good time. You show up to the field, no matter what, he's in a good mood, and he just uplifts your mood. And like after the fall, I felt like defensively anyway, I was just a completely different player. I wasn't thinking as much. Like I was just trusting my abilities, and he was able to bring that out. And then more on the relationship side of things with DJ, like I'd say once or twice a week, he'd always like devote, like he would have like 40 minutes in a practice for infield work, just say, and like 10 to 15 of it would just be about like life stuff. He was huge on that. He would tell these like life stories. They weren't real, but they were either from a book he was reading, or just something he had heard that really goes beyond like baseball and helps you feel comfortable like on the field. For example, like one of them would be like he would always tell us like, boys, like your life is a TV series, and how many people are gonna view like, are you like authentic? Are you genuine? Like, are you the same person like in the classroom, in the field, and off the field? And he was all about like building relationships and from that standpoint, and that really helped me become comfortable with not only him, but like other people, like other guys, 30 other guys on the team, the rest of my coaches who going like the main topic of coach relationships. That's probably the main thing I look for in the recruiting process, since your book deals with like partially like recruiting. Yeah. I would go in on a visit, and same thing with my parents. Like when we'd walk out on a visit, like we could tell like if a coach was genuine, like his best interests. Like for one example, one school I went on a visit, he's taking us around, and like as a baseball player, you want to see the baseball field, right?
Right.
And trying to like avoid taking us to the baseball field because he had another recruit coming in on a visit. So we're pretty much getting rushed out of there, and like that like whole relationship just right there, like we were like, no, like doesn't seem good. But no, sophomore year I had probably the best baseball year of my life because of DJ. He'll like we would joke around with him like from an offensive standpoint, like he didn't like to butt in too much, but like he was our first base coach, and like he would just like if I had a tough at bat, worked a walk, or like tough at bat, worked a single, like handed my stuff to him. It was always positive, like just reinforcing him. And went on to have the best baseball year of my life after the hardest, and had a great junior year. And the coolest thing that I'd probably say or like remember about DJ was end of junior year I tore my ACL probably like mid-May, and then we're going into the conference tournament, and I had a surgery lined up for like when the semifinal would be, the conference semifinal. Right. So I drove up to the tournament to watch like the first two rounds, and I had to leave. And I have a picture of it. DJ walks out like when we're waiting in the stadium because we were the second game, and he's wearing my jersey, my number 3 jersey. And like I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Like I couldn't believe it because I obviously wanted to be playing, and like that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen a coach do. Yeah. Like now to this day, like we still text, we still like keep in touch. He's been incredibly successful after going through like his own struggles. Like he like debated like quitting coaching because like he wanted to like get a better job or whatever. And I'm really happy for him that he went from high school to like a mid-major D1, or like low to mid-major D1 to Memphis, and then now he's with the Orioles organization, which he deserves. Yeah. And he never really like used the fact that like his dad was with the Cardinals as like why, this is why you should listen to me type of thing. Like you were saying, like this is why you're going to be successful is because of me and like what I've learned, like what I know. He was always like feel stuff out, and like he would help you like understand yourself as a player for the most part. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have on DJ.